Yeah.
Kenya seems to be playing that's a kind of Judas role in most of the things that's in Africa. And there's no amount. That's why that word compensation.
Right.
Compensation doesn't mean a full price because there's no amount that is equal to infringing on somebody's human rights.
Okay.
There's no amount, understand me?
Right.
That can be said it's enough on infringing on his human rights. Because in this thing, Nnamdi Kanu lost his mother and his father.
Now, what I want to say, number one, justice is actually now being served rightly to those victims, to the people who deserve it.
Right.
Nnamdi Kanu he deserved to be actually given justice. Mentioning something about Kenya, Kenya plays a role of actually a victim in Africa. It's actually getting to be known to everyone that Kenya cannot protect any politician. Kenya cannot protect any human rights. Kenya cannot protect anybody. Because if Kenya can go to that mile of not accepting the people who are in problems, who go for assistance in their own country,
right,
then it means Kenya is not a good place to be. Because Kenya has shown a very bad example, beginning from you. Just as you have said, Nnamdi Kanu, we are talking about Kizza Besigye from Uganda.
Yeah.
We talk of opposition in Tanzania. It's also the same thing. Because he actually came to Kenya for asylum for some time, but he only found himself back in Tanzania, which was also an unfortunate thing. We have seen Kenya operating in a way of Judas, just as my senior in the studio says. Kenya plays in the hands as a Judas Iscariot, because it has shown Africa that it does not have friends. These are same leaders will become tomorrow leaders. I don't know how Kenya will be looked at, because now looking at the situation, justice has been served properly.
Okay.
So Kenya remains in a situation whereby it has no voice anymore.
Well, for me, it is positive. People used to say that the winner is in detention in Nigeria.
Okay.
So people that must have been asking, why now? Why now? Because the federal government persecuting Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria has closed their case.
Okay.
And I know that this issue was one of those that his own legal team presented, that he was unlawfully abducted from Kenya. And the court in Kenya has now affirmed it. So, to me, it is positive. It is positive, both on the part of his legal team, then and on the part of justice. Okay. Because everybody has been asking why Kenya. Because Kenya seems to be playing that's a kind of Judas role in most of the things that's in Africa.
Okay.
So I remember the guy the guy that was arrested in Uganda was also from Kenya.
Right, the Kizza Besigye, opposition leader.
Sure. So then it means that there's no insecurity in Kenya, or that Kenyans are not protecting the people that enter their country in an awful way. Understand? Well, it is an infringement that's on the part of the abducted.
Right.
Because he did not enter Kenya as a criminal. He entered as a legal, as a lawful citizen.
Right.
Understand? So, but in this case, Kenya played a role in the kidnapping, abduction, and the illegal extradition because he was arrested, detained in Kenya for many days before being
repatriated to
Nigeria.
Right.
So Kenya has a hand in this. Kenya has a hand in this because for him to be detained, I'm sure individuals don't have detention centers in Kenya.
Okay.
So it's only government that has the detention centers, but he was beaten, handcuffed in Kenya, understand me, treated subhumanly before being taken to Nigeria. And there's no amount. That's why that word compensation.
Right.
Compensation doesn't mean a full price because there's no amount that is equal to infringing on somebody's human rights.
Okay.
There's no amount, understand me?
Right.
That can be said it's enough on infringing on his human rights. Because in this thing, Nnamdi Kanu lost his mother and his father.
In the mix of all of this
in the midst of all this.
Right.
So how much can you pay as a price for the loss of a father and a mother?
Oh, well.
And all the injustices that have been going in since 2021 up to today.